Please check your audio settings. Am I visible? Am I visible, guys? Yes, boss. Real-time project. Please respond in the chat box, guys. Everyone, please be active in the classes. Are you there, guys? Please be active in the classroom. Guys, please respond. No one is responding in the chat box. Are you there, guys? Perfect. Yeah, listen, guys. Yeah. Yesterday we created the images, now. Let's check the images. Let's check the image. Mobile Extra, that instance is still in running mode. Connect, guys. Connected. Docker images -a. A. Docker images. Yes, we got the image. Docker-web app-image, right, boss? So now let me run the Docker. Okay, let's see. Okay, first I will try to share. I'll try to run the Docker application, guys. Tracker. How to run the Docker image, guys? Yeah, what is this? Docker run. Type in Docker-web app-image. Docker-web app-image. Yes, boss. Our application is running now. Perfect. It's running on 8080 port number. Let's test the application. See, in my machine, 8080 is busy, boss. But in AWS Linux machine, in AWS Linux VM, do you think 8080 port number is busy? Not busy. Okay, collect the IP address of the machine, guys. How to collect the IP address of the machine? I think here is there, na? What is this? 4 digits. I think, is it right? I don't think so. Okay, we'll go for AWS. We'll go for AWS login. We'll collect the application. AWS login, guys. Login. What's the username, boss? Trustworld@gmail.com. Password is this. Password is this. That's perfect. Yeah, guys. Here is my AWS console, my dear. Here is my AWS console. Here is my EC2 instance. EC2 instance. One instance is in running mode. Okay, Docker VM. Here is the public IP address. Actually, you can collect from the mobile extra window also, no problem. I selected it. Okay, intention is very simple, boss. Let's run the application. Let's test the application. Okay, HTTP, paste guys, colon, port number is what? 8080. Port number is 8080. Enter key. What's happening, guys? Site cannot be reached. Refused to connect. Cannot be reached or refused to connect. Why, sir? Is there any reason? Everything is perfect now. Why it is not coming? First of all, tell me one thing. Tomcat server is there inside the Docker container or on in your Linux VM. As of now, it is there in Docker container. But here, what you are saying, connected to Tomcat server of Linux VM, which is running on port number 8080. Right now in Linux machine, is there any Tomcat server, guys? Not there. Where my Tomcat server is running? My Tomcat server running in what? Docker container, right? So what should I do? The Docker container Tomcat server, which is running on port number 8080, I should map to host mission port number, Linux mission port number. I must map to Linux mission port number or host mission port number. You must do this work or not. Okay. So what should I do, guys? First I say run the container number. Okay, step number 9. Step number 9. Wrong way of running the container. Step number 9. The following way is the following way is the wrong way of running the Docker container. Running the Docker container by creating it from the Docker image. By creating it from the Docker image. Yeah, first what I'm going to do, guys, $Docker $Docker run Docker run. What is this, guys? Docker web app image. Web app image. Docker web app image. That's it, guys. Docker run Docker web app image, guys. Okay, guys. Done, guys. Then what is next one? Open the browser and use this URL for testing. Use this URL for testing, guys. What is this? HTTP paste HTTP :/ paste 8080 port number, guys. Okay, 8080 port number, guys. Tell me, you may say that, sir, you have not given correct context path of the web application. Yes, I will talk about that also. What is the context path of the web application, guys? What is the context path of the web application? I'll try with that also. Okay. Guys, respond. What is the context path? I will try with the context path only. Don't worry. Yeah. What is the name of the WAR file? Docker web app is the name of the WAR file, right? Docker web app is the name of the WAR file. Okay. Now let me try with that also. Here I will give slash Docker web app. Is giving error or not, guys? Still we are getting what? 402 error. 404 error or whatever is. Refuse to connect. That means it is not allowing to connect, boss. Okay. Gives error. Error. Yeah, this is the wrong way of thinking, boss. This is the wrong way of thinking because I'm wantedly giving wrong way of thinking. Okay, what's the reason for this, guys? What's the reason? Anyone can guess the reason for it? Yeah, the reason for this error is the reason for this error is okay. The reason for error is yeah, the Tomcat server is running on port number 8080 inside the Docker container of Linux VM of AWS Cloud. AWS Cloud. That means Tomcat. That means Tomcat server is not running on the port number 8080 of Linux VM of AWS directly. Linux of AWS Cloud directly. Cloud directly. Okay, for to solve this problem, we need to map Docker containers, Tomcat Docker containers, Tomcat server port number with Docker containers, Tomcat server port number with Linux host machine. Come on, guys. Linux host machine port. Linux host machine, any port number. Okay, this is called port mapping. That's what, guys? Port mapping. Yeah, container running is not important. You should go for port mapping, right, guys? Okay, guys. Yeah, this is what we need to do. Yeah, tell me what is this? This is AWS Cloud Mission. First of all, tell me. This is AWS Cloud. AWS Cloud, guys. Inside this, we have Linux VM. Inside this, we have Linux VM. Perfect. Inside this, we have Linux VM. Inside this, we have Docker container. Yes, guys. Docker container. Inside this Docker container, our Tomcat server is there. Running on which port, guys? Port 8080. Running on which port, guys? Come on, I want reply, guys. Cat server port 8080. Running on which port number? This one. Okay, Linux VM OS. This is OS, guys. Yes. Inside this, our application is there. What is this? Docker web app application. And this is the thing. This is the thing. Now tell me, this AWS Cloud Mission IP address is what, guys? AWS Cloud IP address is what? This. Yes, boss. Tell me, boss, if I give like this, HTTP colon IP address colon 8080 colon Docker web app. Okay, gives error or not? Gives error or not? Okay, gives error because gives error because tell me, it is looking for Tomcat server running on port number 8080 directly in what, guys? Linux VM. In Linux VM. Directly in Linux VM. Directly in Linux VM. Understanding my statement, boss? Got the clarity, boss? Okay, guys. I hope you convinced it, boss. So what should I do? What should I do? The solution for this problem is, yeah, this port number, Tomcat server port number is there, na? Okay, I should map with some other port number. Okay, Linux OS port, guys. What is this? OS or host port? Host port 8080. OS or host port 8080, boss. Yeah, tell me, this mapping I should do now, boss? Definitely port mapping I should do now. After doing post mapping, this is possible. And not compulsory. Here also you should use 8080. You can use a different port number. Here you can use a different port number. And not compulsory. Host port number can be any other number, guys. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. So this is called port mapping. This is called port mapping. Solution. What is the solution? Map Docker container Tomcat server port number 8080 with Linux with any other port number of Linux OS. Any other port number of Linux OS, guys. With any other port number of Linux OS. Convinced was any other port number of Linux OS. Yes, boss. Tell me, guys, I'm mapping what? 80808080. Yeah, this is Docker port, guys. This is host port. One is a Docker port, one is a host port. Host port. That means host means Linux host. Linux host port. I hope you understood, convinced, guys. Port mapping. Importance of the port mapping. Very, very important discussion of the day. I hope you realized how important it is, right? But already one container is in running mode. Actually, Tomcat server is in running mode. These are log messages. Okay, guys. Tell me, what's the problem? Now I need to create a container with port mapping facility. I need to create container having port mapping facility. What do you say, guys? Yeah, for that one, what we should do? We should run with Docker container with a different option, guys. Okay, listen. Docker PSIA. Already one Docker container is running now. Exited. So now this Docker container is useless, right? Can I delete the Docker container? Docker RM. Docker RM. Yes, boss. It got deleted. Let's see. Docker RM, it got deleted. Docker PS. No, nothing is there. Docker PS-A. Here also not coming. Is it coming, boss? Is it coming? Now the existing container is deleted or not? Okay, now the question is how to create Docker container with port mapping. How to create a Docker container with port mapping, right, boss? What's the syntax we got? What's the syntax we got? Okay, very simple, guys. This is the syntax we should use. Docker run. What is this? Docker run, guys. Docker run. -p. Docker run -p. Yeah, -p. First, Docker container port number 8080. We want to map with what? Host port number 8080. Not compulsory, you should take 8080 in host port number, guys. Okay, guys. Host port number. Next one. Okay, you run your Docker image. What is this? Docker web app image. Docker web app image. Docker web app image. Yeah, this time what is this? What is the name of the WAR file? My Docker web app, guys. Please, context path is different. My Docker web app is my context path. Because I copied WAR file with that name, right? Yeah, I copied WAR file with that name. If I give correct context path also, you will get error earlier. I don't think that SAR is given wrong context path. That's why error has come. You try previous one. If you want, I will spend time on it. My Docker web app. What's the name, guys? Deployment. My Docker web app. My Docker web app. I will give correct context path. Then also it would have given error. Okay. Don't think wrongly. SAR is misguiding us. Because this is before port mapping, right? My Docker web app. Am I right? My Docker web app, A capital boss. Web app, my Docker web app boss. Okay. Gives error boss. My Docker web app, guys. My Docker web app. Hmm. Okay, now let me. It's running, guys. It's doing well. Go to open the browser, guys. What is this? Port number 8080, my iPhone, Docker iPhone, W capital, A capital, enter key. Yes. Testing the Docker web application came na. Show date and time. It's coming na, boss. I hope you enjoyed it. Now this Docker container can be taken by anyone, can execute anyone. If I keep Docker image there, anyone can take it and can execute. I'll push the Docker image. You can also try, boss. Wait a minute. Before that, okay, let me set right the syntax here. So let me set right the syntax here. Okay. So wrong syntax. Syntax to create Docker image is wrong syntax to create the Docker image is Docker image, Docker run. What is this? What is this, guys? Docker run. Docker run. Where is this? Docker run. What is the image name, guys? What's the image name? Docker iPhone. Docker iPhone web app iPhone image. Docker iPhone web app iPhone image. It's a wrong way of creating. Wrong, guys. Wrong because no port mapping. No port mapping with the host port. Linux host. Linux host mission host here. No port mapping. Tell me, guys, correct way of creating Docker container from Docker image. Docker container from Docker image. So wrong way. So wrong syntax to create Docker container from Docker image. Docker container from Docker image is correct way of creating Docker container from Docker image. Docker container from Docker image is, yeah, tell me, guys. Next one. This is my Docker. Docker run. Tell me. Docker iPhone. Docker run iPhone P 8080 with 8080. Then what is this? Docker iPhone web app iPhone image. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Perfect. Here, what is happening? Port mapping is happening. What is happening? Port mapping is happening, right? iPhone P is for port mapping. Port mapping. First 8080 is Docker, Docker, Docker applications port number. Nothing but Tomcat server of Docker container. Yeah, second 8080. 8080 is Linux host port number. It can be any number, guys. It can be any number. Are you with me, guys? It can be any number. Seriously, literally, it can be any number. It can be any number. Super, guys. Here is my 8080. Here is my 8080. Focus. I hope you got it. URL to test the application. URL to test the application. URL to test the application. Yeah, tell me what is the URL to test the application, guys? I hope you enjoyed this concept, whole concept. I hope you liked it. URL to test the application is this. Yeah, index.jsp is there as a home page, guys. I hope you convinced with the internals of port mapping, guys. Come on. Lots of people will do blindly without knowing why they are doing this work. At least today you realized why they are doing. Any working people are there? Any working people realized the importance of it? My this web app, guys. Enter key. Say paste. Understood, boss? Pondra Babu. Here we have ports for both Docker container and Linux OS. Yes. Our Tomcat server is running on what? Our Tomcat server is running on what, guys? Security group is deleted 80 host port number, then port mapping. Yeah, if you take some other port number, you have to map that port number, right? If you tell some other port number, you have to specify that port number, guys. Okay, guys, 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, let me stop the Docker container. Docker ps-a. Docker ps-a, right? Yeah, look at the information. Docker image, container sh, 11 minutes. Okay, is there any option of scrolling horizontal? Docker ps-a, here ports. Why it is not showing ports? It's supposed to show the port information, ports information. Okay, guys. Now see here, it's HTTP 8080, it's happening or not? 8080, it's happening or not, guys? Super. Okay, port mapping is happening. Definitely port mapping is happening or not. Okay, but listen carefully. When you run this one, guys, when you run this one window is completely blocked now. When you run the application like this, one window is completely blocked. What do you say, guys? When you run like this, one window is completely blocked now. Can we execute other commands? Execute other commands? No. Really, we cannot execute other commands. What do you say, guys? Yeah, that's why what I want to do, I want to run this Docker. I want to run this Docker service in background, guys. I want to run this Docker service in background. Yeah, can you tell me the option of running the Docker service in background? Okay. What is the option we have to run the Docker service in background, guys? Everyone. There is option of running Docker service in deactivated mode, guys. Okay, without blocking the window. Without blocking the window. What is that, The option is Docker run. Hmm. Docker run -d option is there. What option? -d, as usually -p 8080. What is the image name? Docker hyphen. Come on, guys. Web app hyphen image. Docker hyphen, I think Docker hyphen web app hyphen image. Okay, guys, run this. See, guys, some message came, and look at the status of the Docker containers. Docker ps hyphen a, Docker ps hyphen a, Docker ps hyphen a. One is in running mode. One is in running mode. Are you understanding? Two are in exited, guys. Two are in exited mode, leave it. But one is in running mode. Are you noticing it, guys? Up to 12 seconds. Up to 12 seconds, right? Up to 12 seconds. What do you say, guys? Yes. Up to 12 seconds. Are you getting my point? Yes, my dear. Now it's running in the background. Now I can execute other commands here. I can execute other commands happily now, boss. ls-a. I can execute all the commands happily. No, this is running what? In deactivated mode. Deactivated mode means what? Running the Docker container in background, guys. Running the Docker container in background. Yes or no, na? Simply running the Docker container in the background. I hope you got it. Super, guys. How to run Docker container in background? How to run Docker container in the background? Without blocking the shell prompt of the what, guys? Shell prompt of the Linux VM. Without blocking the shell prompt of the Linux VM. without blocking the shell prompt of the Linux VM. Yes, boss. We can use the use -d option. -d option in Docker run command, guys. What command? Docker run command. Use -d option in Docker run command, my dear. Yeah, what is the option we got? Tell me, Docker run -d -p for port mapping 8080. Yeah, Docker web app image. This is the image name. This is the image. What is the practical proof of that? Yes, here I executed, but no, window is not blocked, right? Do you think my window is blocked, guys? No, not blocked. And do you really think my window is blocked, guys? Not blocked. -d. Everyone understood my statement, guys? Got it? Docker run -d 8080 Docker web app image. Docker web app image. Okay. Understanding my statement, guys, and giving import info, sir. Got it? Okay. Some confusion is there in students' mind. Let me confirm. First 8080, they are saying host map port. Second 8080, they are saying Docker port. Okay. Docker port mapping syntax. Syntax, guys. Let's confirm once. Assigning port mapping to a Docker container. Yes. Assigning to a port mapping to Docker container. Yeah. Tell me, what is this? By default, HTTP server listens on port number 80. So we now can access application using port 81 on the host machine. Port 81 on the host machine. Okay, that means first one is host machine, guys. Next one is Docker port number. Clear, guys? First one is reverse. I said reverse statement. Did you remember? Did you realize that? Did you realize that I said in reverse? Okay. See, guys. Now we have to create container with the right port number mapping to pick up where previous one is left. 8380, 8380, HTTP. Other day we have seen HTTP is running on which port number? 80. First, now it is pointed to 83. Everywhere it is pointed to 83, right? Okay. Super, guys. Okay, we understood, guys. Okay. So let it be, boss. Okay, now what should I do? I think where I have done that explanation, little change, guys. First 8080, second 8080. We have to say, I'm taking my statement back. One statement only, don't worry. Small confusion in the syntax. Because in both places we use the same port number. No? Second 8080 is Docker application port number. That's one thing, guys. Next, first application port number is what? First 8080 port number is Linux machine. Clear, boss? Is that clear? Okay, it's running in the background, guys. Okay, now let me push this image, guys. Let me push this image so that you can test in your machines. So that you can test in your machines, right? So that you can test in your machines. Let me push. Let me push. Let me push the Docker image, guys. Let me push the Docker image now. Yes, Docker push, guys. Acha, before pushing, I have to go for tagging. Anyone help me? What is the tag? Docker hyphen, Docker hyphen, come on. Web app hyphen image. I want to take Natraz slash Docker web app. Natraz slash Docker web app. Tagging is done, guys. Now tell me, Docker push. Docker push Natraz slash. Oh, I think wrong. 1 minute. Docker push Natraz slash Docker web app. Yeah, it's tagging is over. Pushing is also happening, boss. Yeah, pushing is also happened. Library, Tomcat, everything is pushing, guys. Okay, guys. Now you go to this website, dockerhub.com. Docker Hub login, guys. Docker Hub logging. Docker Hub logging. Here is my sign in option. Sign in. Here is my sign in option. Sign in. Yeah, it is just pushed. Last pushed less than a minute ago. Less than a minute ago. Is it not interesting, Raghav? Okay, now at least two people who are attending class, pull it, run the Docker container, show me the output. Yeah, with port number mapping, run the application. With port number mapping, run the application and give the feeling in every mission I need not arrange the setup. Are you feeling code plus container mapping? Code plus container mapping, right? Yeah, pull completed. You run it, my dear. Don't just pull. Run the code. Okay. In the above Docker image to the Docker container. Pushing the above Docker image to the to Docker Hub, dockerhub.com. Nothing but Docker registry, guys. Docker registry. Yeah, tell me what are the two commands I should do. One is tagging, one is tagging, one is pushing, guys. Already I logged in, that's why it is not asking credentials again. Okay, save, paste. Anyone? Delhi Rao? Any other one? Where are my favorite? Where are my regular favorites? Samar Pratap Singh, Sandeep Kokhane, Balakrishna Darpaneni, Sivakrishna. I want reply from those people. Lavi Verma. Next to Sirish, I think Sirisha madam is another batch. What about others? favorite, who are regularly active. I'm not saying favorite, all are my favorites only. Dakar run, running. So send me the output came, Delhi output came, not came. Super. Okay, one Delhi Rao. Delhi Rao confirmed. What about others? What about others? Samar Pratap Singh confirmed. Sandeep, are you there? Balakrishna, are you there? Lavi Verma. I think people are not active, guys. Why should I get up, guys? I also will not get up in the morning then. You are not active, guys. I don't know why. Mahesh Kumar confirmed. Super. Mahesh Kumar, be active every day. I should remember your name. Anyone else? Anyone else who is attending classes? Are you attending classes or just sleeping in front of laptops, guys? Started logging up. Madam, you are not doing regular practicals then. Today you are logging means earlier practicals are missed. Fine, whatever it is. Okay, guys. Now listen. Big thing, big line, let me draw. And a big line, let me draw, guys. Yeah. Now, next work is what? Dockerizing Spring Boot application, guys. Dockerizing Spring Boot web application. Dockerizing Spring Boot web application, guys. Shall we start thinking about it? Okay, guys. Yeah, what is the next discussion? Dockerizing. Dockerizing Spring Boot application. Dockerizing the Spring Boot application. It can be web application or REST application. RESTful application. That means they are also web. They are also application which are deployable in the server, guys. They are also application which are deployable in the application, right? Which are deployable. Yeah, tell me, guys. Spring Boot web application or RESTful application. RESTful application. RESTful application can be can be executed by deploying in the embedded server itself, right, guys? Embedded server itself. Embedded server itself that comes when we run the Spring Boot application as the standalone application. What application? Standalone application. Okay. Normal Normal Java web application. Normal Java web application. Nothing but Servlet JS Premium. Must be deployed in external server. External server by taking the application as the var file. By taking the application as the var file, right? If the Spring Boot application is developed as the var file, then it can be deployed in external server. Also can be deployed in in embedded server. Also can be deployed in embedded server. If the Spring Boot application is developed, the jar file, then it must be deployed only in the embedded Tomcat server. Must be deployed only in embedded Tomcats. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Yes, guys. Tell me, boss. To run the Spring Boot application that is packed as the jar file, we can use what is the option we can use, guys? Java-jar file. That is packed as jar file. We can use Java-jar file. This is the syntax we should use now, boss. Come on. This is the syntax we have to use. What do you say, guys? Okay, boss. This is the syntax that we must use, right? Yeah, for this one, in Docker file preparation, guys, for Docker file preparation, tell me, do I need to ask Docker Tomcat image? Do I need to ask Tomcat image as the base image? Not required. Why? Because I don't need Tomcat server, boss. I am going to get Tomcat as embedded server, right? It's a built-in one. Right? Okay. So what I need then? To run this Java command, we need a Java image now, boss. In previous application also Java is required. Luckily, when I ask for Docker image, Tomcat image, we got the Java image, right? We got the Java image. What do you say, guys? Yeah, sample Docker file, guys. Sample Docker file. Let's see the sample Docker file. So first we need a Java image, guys. Yeah, to run this application, as Docker container instance, we need Java image as the base image. Agree with me, guys? But we don't need, tell me. But we don't need Tomcat image here. Tomcat image here. I hope you convinced, boss. Come on. Right, guys. Listen, guys. This time I want to run with OpenJDK 17, guys. If at all their OpenJDK version is there. After 11 version, another stable version is 11. Na? Okay. How to get the image name? How to get the tag name in Docker search? OpenJDK. OpenJDK. There any option is there? Meme cache, RabbitMQ. I'm basically looking for images only, boss. OpenJDK. There are not there. OpenJDK single word. OpenJDK single word. Let me try. OpenJDK, guys. We got the OpenJDK, guys. That's fine. But I'm looking tags. I'm looking for tags. Which tags, guys? OpenJDK tags. 24 is slim. Array 24 is a big number, and I want 17 version. What is happening, guys? Why it is behaving like this? Earlier we used to get as a listener official images. Okay, OpenJDK. I'm searching, boss. 1 minute. Let me search again. Yes, we got OpenJDK here. That's a good news. Yeah, here tags. Where is here the tags are there. Here are the tags. 23, 20 shared tags. 23. What is OpenJDK? OpenJDK 11 is there, but I want to have OpenJDK 17 is there or not there. I want to check, guys. All 23 versions they are showing. No option of OpenJDK 17 kind of version, guys. No option of working with any version. OpenJDK 17 I am looking for, guys. 24 array, bare thing, latest. Yeah. Image variants. OpenJDK version is there. OpenJDK version from 12 onwards. Okay, let's see. OpenJDK version from 12 onwards. Starting with OpenJDK 12 default image as Arakill, guys. Arakill. What they are saying? OpenJDK version from 12 onwards. OpenJDK version Oracle. OpenJDK version Linux, Oracle Linux 8. Default image as well as -Oracle variants are based on official image, which provide under LGB this one. Okay, that's fine. I think I can take OpenJDK 12. I can take OpenJDK 17. I think I can take it. Super, boss. I'm going to take OpenJDK 17. Okay, first what I'm going to do from OpenJDK 12. I'm going to take from OpenJDK 12, guys. No, don't take uppercase letters, take lowercase. OpenJDK 12. 12 means, okay, I'll take 17. OpenJDK 17, guys. Next one. Array, we will get a jar file. You will get a jar file representing our Docker application. I'm sorry, representing Spring Boot application, guys. Definitely. Okay, now copy that jar file. Copy that jar file. Target slash. Target slash. Tell me. What is this? Spring Boot hyphen Spring Boot hyphen rest Spring Boot hyphen rest hyphen app Spring Boot hyphen rest hyphen app some application, guys. Dot jar. I'm assuming this jar file I'm going to take. I'm assuming this jar file I'm going to take. Spring Boot hyphen rest hyphen app dot jar to /usr app folder. Alright, to this folder I'm copying the jar file, guys. To this folder I'm trying to copy the jar file. Clear, my dear? Got the point, my dear? I want reply. Just a copy command. Okay, next. What is this? Now listen. I have to run the jar file now. I have to run this jar file. But if you want to run this jar file, first of all, you have to get into this folder. Array, this is one already available folder in USR directory. I'm just using it. I'm just using it. Tell me, while teaching Docker commands, I talked about one command to tell that make that directory as working directory and run the application there. Make that directory as working directory and run the application there. What is the command I have discussed, guys? To make certain directory as working directory and to run the application there. No one is responding. There is a command called workdir. Workdir, right? Remembered or not? Don't say now, forgot, sir. Don't forget things like that. Workdir /usr/app. /usr/app. Work directory, boss. Next one, boss. Entry point Java -jar. Entry point Java, comma -jar. Tell me next one. Spring Boot hyphen rest hyphen. What's the name of the jar file I have taken, guys? Rest hyphen app dot jar. Array, why are you using entry point? Array, using entry point, I can execute the commands or not? Command or entry point, both are same. But commands can be overridden. But entry points cannot be overridden. You know that. So that's why entry point is good now. Here in Linux, user is given as USR only. User folder is given as USR only, boss. Yeah, this is my sample Docker file, guys. This is my sample Docker file. Convinced, boss? This entry point will execute this command, na? Java command with -jar option. Java command with -jar option, it will execute it, guys. Here also one comma. Here also one comma symbol. Yes, boss. Shall I go for procedure for development? At least today, I will keep my Spring Boot application writing. Can sir change user directory to USR? Acha. It's my mistake. Huh? Okay. Because here you have taken USR, na here also USR. One place user, one place USR, not going to work out. So definitely /USR/app/guys. Understood my statement, boss? Come on, everyone. /USR/APP, this boss. Perfect. Sample Docker file. Sample Docker file. I did the same thing again. Huh? Fine. Okay. Yeah, I was in journey whole night. A brain is working 50% only. Yeah? No, it's working 100%. Don't worry. Again, same thing. Huh? App slash. Okay, boss. Right, boss. Let's keep Spring REST application ready. Let's keep Spring REST application ready today. Steps for implementation. Steps for implementation, guys. Steps for implementation. Perfect. I hope you're enjoying Docker. Teaching very nearer to real time. Very quality content I am trying to give. Are you realizing? Are you realizing? In lots of places, project batches also they conduct in what? Windows setup. But I'm wantedly using Linux setup wherever required. Since I am from industry, I know where to use what. I hope you are benefiting with that. I hope you are benefiting with that. But response is very poor, guys. I think around for 200 students, only 98 people are present now. It's not going to work out, guys. Right. The people who are working in the industry, anyone can switch on the mic and tell, at least give motivation to existing students. Give motivation to existing student. Any working people, can you switch on your mic? Shivaram Krishna, are you working guy? Shivaram Krishna. Working people are benefited, but at least you try to speak to others. Who is ready to speak? Shiva, you want to speak? Shivaram, Bollikonda Shiva. Okay, please unmute your mic, Shiva. Yeah. Shiva, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Tell me, are you a working guy?
Yeah.
How many years of experience you got?
I have around 3 years of experience as a Java backend developer. I will be working currently.
Okay. All right. In India or USA?
India only.
India. Which city?
Bangalore city.
Bangalore city. Okay. Today I'm in Bangalore.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Fine. No problem. Fine. That's good. Okay. Tell me how you are benefiting from these classes. Are you benefited?
Yes, sir. I will be completely benefited. I'm since working from last 3 years and as a Java backend developer at Honeywell. So we are regularly using what we are explaining every day. This Docker is like very in-depth. You are teaching. Our services is a big microservice based application. Our project. So in each service we have a separate Docker file we have written. Similarly, as you're showing yesterday and today, sample Docker file, exactly same. We are writing copy, workday, or entry point from everything is same. So we have here we are using AWS virtual machine, but our company side we have specific virtual machines were there. Same commands what you are applying here. Yeah, same virtual machine is specific to our organization. It is as similar as EC2. So whatever the command, whatever the steps you are following, exactly every day I will be doing. We will write the code. We will deploy into that virtual machine. Whatever the commands you are showing.
At least you rewrite the background of that, because in company we just get the task, we complete the task, right? At
Yes,
least
sir.
now you are realizing why we are doing that. What is the background of that, right?
Yes, sir. It is very, very depth. I mean to say, like, is this Docker is very frequently used day-to-day activities. So it is a
Super.
very, yeah, very active part of our daily life work style. So writing the code in local, but we cannot test in huge microservice based application and Windows machine in local. So we must
Yes,
go for
yes.
any one or other virtual missions. And I really impressed that you are doing everything in Amazon virtual machine. It's very good
Yes,
for
yes.
the upcoming generations. So uh, to teach in such
Yeah.
a in this way. Yeah.
Yeah, because it has to be. Otherwise, what's the use of keeping batch title as Java real-time project? When it is real-time
Yeah.
project, it has to be real-time, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the possible way.
And
Are you
just
attending
be
evening microservices?
yes, sir. Yeah, I'm attending that one as well. I'm just revising my skill set. So to do my next, I have planned my next step career to the next level. So that's why I have
Super,
decided. Yeah, I have started preparing and in depth of REST and microservices and their these tools as well. So
super.
yes, sir. And it is very nice. So I am teaching to my colleagues as well. Is whatever every day you are
Acha, acha,
showing
acha.
in Docker and all.
Fine. No
So
problem.
yeah,
Sharing
yeah,
is caring. You can happily share the
yeah.
content. Not a
And
problem.
just now you have showed one thing like Docker detached mode.
Important.
That is
Yeah, yeah,
very
yeah.
that is very very useful.
Useful in real time.
Yeah, few days back only
Plus,
we searched in Google and did. I thought I just thinking like you will teach that one or not. So
acha,
surprisingly, you
acha,
had
acha.
teacher that running this one in detached mode and showing the logs as well. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it
No,
is very
it's
very
still
helpful.
not
Yeah,
shown. In detached but still I
yeah,
have not shown the logs.
yeah.
It will be shown
The
very soon.
detached
Okay.
mode and yes, sir. So it is really
Right.
helpful a lot.
Super, super. That's fine. Okay, it's not like that. It's a two-way sharing, boss. Whatever you know, you can share with me. Whatever I know, I will share with you, right? Because
Yes, sir.
it's like sharing, because different companies uses different processes, right? If you give your inputs to me, if it is really required, I'll share with others, right?
It is really helpful because earlier I have gone through some before I started my career. I have gone through one or other organizations and so many people. It's just high level. I thought and I get into the industry. After that, my colleagues were suggested that your classes, but everyone says that it will take lot of months to complete. I thought first, like
Get into the
say,
job.
yeah, for Sir Natrust sir will teach 4 months, 5 months. That's why people are very
But it
scared.
has,
But yeah, you are saying the statement, all good things always takes time. So you were always talking from the standpoint of sessions, not in the days. How many sessions? 120 sessions, 140 sessions. That's really
right, right.
exactly. So everyone is hurry to finish their courses and go, but it is not like that. How much content you are learning, how much you are practicing, that is matters. It is not respect of the days I felt actually.
You see, I simply say one statement. Okay, you have wasted or spent 16 years of education, time for 16 years, time for education, right? What's the problem to spend another 1 2 extra months to learn these courses in which you can build great careers, right?
Yes, sir, exactly, sir. That's what I'm feeling like the current generation is doing.
Yeah.
And
Did
sometimes
your
I'm
16-year education given any confidence of becoming something
no,
in life?
no, sir. And
But you are,
I'm really making
but you
like
have happily
laugh.
given that time, right?
Yeah, people are messaging you right how many days it will take when it will complete. I'm rarely getting love actually by saying and you are responding to those messages and I'm saying right some people are messaging you when it will complete, how many days it
Okay.
will take. It is not like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
How much content that you are delivering
Yes,
and we are
yes.
receiving.
That's it. That's it. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Shiv Krishna. Right.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you
one
so much
rest
for the
application.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. At least today, let's finish rest application, boss. Then rest we'll see later. Yes, boss. What is this? Spring Starter project. Simple one only we'll take. See, jar only, standalone only, because I'm very much particular about taking this one. Yeah, boot rest pros, boot rest app, something. Boot rest app, guys. That's fine. I may take Lambak, Spring Boot starters, say next, say finish. Say next, say finish. Boot rest app, guys. Project is in preparation mode. Yes. Okay. I want to see my embedded Tomcat running on which port number. That's my choice. No, it's purely my choice, right? Because my embedded Tomcat that is coming from this. But I generally prefer what, guys? Anyone can guess who are my regular students? What's the port number I prefer to run the embedded Tomcat? Jami Kanakaraj, you got more confidence, huh? Yes. Okay. Now onwards, I'll make working people, old students talking once in a while. Server port number. What is the server port number, guys? Server dot port 4041. Super. 4041. Okay, that's good. Go to this place. This place, guys. Where is this? Package com.nt.rest, boss. Com.nt.rest. Class name is Actor Operations Controller. Something, guys. Actor Operations Controller. Perfect. Okay, how to make this one as this? REST controller. Global path, I am giving request mapping slash actor API slash actor API. That's good. Public response entity string. Public response entity string. Show wish message. Show wish message, guys. Show wish message, my dear. Get mapping slash wish name. I'm going to take one path variable, guys. Path variable. Tell me. String name. Path variable string name. That's it, guys. Return new response entity. Return new response entity string, boss. Tell me, what is the message I want to have? Good morning. Array, good morning. Plus name. What is this? HTTP status dot HTTP status dot OK. HTTP status dot OK. Close all editors, save the document, fine. HTTP status dot OK, guys. Fine, guys. This is ready. Port number I have mentioned. Nothing else required, guys. For REST application, nothing else is required. You know that. Now I want to get the var file. Okay, go to pom.xml. Achha, jar file only. Fine. I want to get the jar file, but I want to have my choice name for the jar file name. So under build tag, what is the tag you should write, guys? Under build tag, final name. Under build tag, you should write final name. What's the name you want to have? Spring REST hyphen Spring Boot REST application. This is going to be jar file name, right? Arrow apply, arrow run. Tests are not there, nothing is there, guys. Just executed. Build success is coming or not coming. That matters for me. Build success has come, guys. Go to target folder. I think I have to refresh it. Refresh. Where is refresh option, guys? Here is there. Yes, Spring Boot Rust app.jar, guys. It came now. Super. Okay, steps for implementation. Today I'll just give the steps. Step number 1. Develop the Spring Rest application, Spring Boot Rest application by taking the packaging type as the jar file. I think that is more than enough to tell, guys. Packaging type as the jar file. Yeah. Set port number. Set server port number. In application dot property